It starts as a faint, almost unnoticeable prickle in the bottom of your feet. You might brush it off as nothing more than a long day on your legs, or perhaps a pair of shoes that didn't fit quite right. You go to bed thinking a good night's rest will wash it away, but when you wake up, that strange, quiet sensation is still there, waiting. It feels like a tiny patch of skin has gone slightly numb, or as if a stray piece of hair is permanently wrapped around your toe. Most people over the age of 50 notice this exact moment, pause for a second, and then completely ignore it. They tell themselves it's just a normal part of getting older, a simple quirk of aging that everyone deals with. But what if that innocent little tingle is actually a silent alarm, a desperate cry for help from deep within your nervous system? What doctors rarely explain is that by the time you actually feel that first phantom itch or cold spot, a hidden process has already been quiet at work for months, if not years. It is a slow, invisible erosion happening beneath the surface, and if left unchecked, it can quietly steal your independence before you even realize you are in danger. If you or someone you love has ever felt these strange, unexplained sensations, you are certainly not alone. Here at Dr. Silas Redford Wellness, we are deeply committed to uncovering the hidden truths about your health so you can live with total comfort, clarity, and peace of mind. If you find this information helpful today, please take a quick moment to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. By joining our community, you help us share these vital health insights with more seniors who need them, ensuring we can all look out for one another as we age. Think about a man named Robert, a vibrant 62-year-old grandfather who loved nothing more than taking his retriever for long evening walks through his neighborhood. One autumn afternoon, Robert noticed a strange sensation in his left heel. It felt like a small, flat pebble was trapped inside his sock. He stopped on the sidewalk, took off his shoe, and shook it out, but found absolutely nothing there. He put his shoe back on and kept walking, yet the feeling of that invisible pebble remained. Over the next few months, that phantom pebble seemed to shift, transforming into a mild, occasional burning sensation, especially late at night when he was trying to fall asleep. Robert assumed he was just tired, or that his circulation was slowing down a bit. He never dreamed that this tiny inconvenience was the earliest shadow of a condition that could eventually threaten his ability to walk down his own stairs. Most seniors never realize this until it's too late because we are taught to only worry when pain becomes unbearable. We wait for the screaming fire, completely missing the faint smell of smoke. To truly understand why this happens, we have to look at how your body communicates with itself. Imagine the nerves in your legs and feet as a massive network of intricate, delicate electrical cables. These cables are responsible for sending constant, lightning-fast messages from your toes all the way up to your brain. When you walk across a cool tile floor or step on a soft carpet, those nerves immediately report back to your brain, telling it exactly how to adjust your balance and pressure. But these specific nerves are also the longest and most vulnerable paths in your entire body. Because they are located so far away from your heart and central nervous system, they rely on a constant, perfect supply of fresh oxygen and vital nutrients to stay alive. In a moment, I will explain why even a microscopic drop in that nutrient supply can cause the outer protective coating of your nerves to slowly melt away, leaving the sensitive wires exposed to damage. When that delicate protective shield begins to wear down, the signals traveling along the nerve pathway start to misfire. Your brain gets confused. It might interpret a perfectly normal touch as a sudden flash of heat, or it might register absolutely nothing at all, creating a strange, heavy numbness. This is why so many people complain that their feet feel like they are wrapped in thick, heavy, wet wool, even when they are completely bare. You might find yourself looking down at your feet just to make sure they are positioned correctly on the floor, because you can no longer fully feel the ground beneath you. It is an incredibly unsettling feeling that chips away at your confidence, making you hesitate before taking a step or reaching for a handrail. There is a very common myth that nerve trouble only happens to people who have severe long-term blood sugar issues. You might hear people say that if your laboratory tests are normal, your nerves are perfectly safe. But what happened next shocked researchers who began looking closer at everyday adults over 50. They discovered that millions of seniors are walking around with perfectly normal blood sugar readings on paper, yet their peripheral nerves are still experiencing a quiet, continuous fuel shortage. This can be caused by subtle shifts in how our bodies process energy as we collect more birthdays, or by tiny microscopic changes in our smallest blood vessels. These tiny vessels can become restricted, slowly choking off the lifelines to your nerve endings. The nerves don't break all at once. Instead, they slowly go to sleep, starting at the very tips of your toes and gradually creeping upward. Consider the story of a woman named Eleanor, who always took pride in her immaculate garden. At 68, she started noticing that she was dropping her gardening shears more often than usual. She would pick them up, laugh it off as clumsiness, and keep working. Then she started having trouble buttoning her favorite blouses in the morning. Her fingers felt slightly stiff and clumsy, as if she were trying to work while wearing thin gloves. Eleanor figured it was just a touch of standard joint stiffness from the damp morning air. What she didn't know was that her body was trying to tell her that the delicate nerve endings in her extremities were losing their vital connection. And the worst part is that when we dismiss these small signs, we give the underlying issue more time to root itself deeply into our bodies. Many people spend years trying to find comfort by changing their shoes, buying expensive insoles, or applying various creams, hoping the strange sensations will simply fade away. They try to convince themselves that if it doesn't hurt intensely, it isn't dangerous. But true nerve preservation isn't about masking the symptoms. It is about recognizing the very first whispers before they turn into shouts. Think about how your body reacts when you accidentally sit on your leg for too long. It goes completely numb, and when you finally stand up, you experience that intense, prickly, pins and needles sensation as the blood rushes back. That familiar sensation is actually your nerves waking back up and firing all at once. Now, imagine a milder, quieter version of that exact prickle happening constantly, day and night, without you ever having sat on your leg. That is the warning sign your body uses to tell you that something is disrupting the natural flow of life to your extremities. As we journey through our 50s, 60s, and beyond, our bodies naturally require a higher level of specific care and targeted nutrition to maintain these delicate pathways. For instance, certain essential vitamins act directly as the structural building blocks for that protective nerve shield we talked about. If your body runs even slightly low on these specific keys, or if your digestive system becomes less efficient at absorbing them from your food, your nerves are left completely defenseless against everyday stress. It is a gradual deprivation, like a plant that isn't getting quite enough water. It won't wither in a single afternoon, but over weeks and months, the leaves will slowly begin to curl and lose their vibrant color. The good news that provides so much comfort to thousands of families is that your nervous system possesses an incredible, beautiful capacity for resilience. Our bodies are designed to adapt, repair, and protect themselves when given the right foundational support. You do not have to simply accept a future of diminished balance, mysterious discomfort, or lost hobbies as an inevitability. Small, intentional adjustments to your daily routine can create a massive, profound wave of relief through your entire body. It can be as simple as focusing on gentle, consistent movement that keeps your circulation lively, or incorporating specific, nutrient-dense choices into your meals that feed your nerve cells exactly what they are craving. Take a moment right now to think about your own daily routine. Have you ever felt a sudden, inexplicable coldness in your feet, even on a warm summer evening? Have you found yourself losing your balance just slightly when stepping off a curb? We would love to hear your story, so please drop a comment down below and share your personal experiences with our community. If you have found comfort or answers in managing these early signs, your words could be the exact beacon of hope another person needs to read today. Feel free to share this video with a friend or a family member who might be noticing these exact same subtle changes in their own lives. Please remember that your body is not failing you. It is simply communicating with you in the best way it knows how. Every small step you take toward understanding these quiet signs is a powerful act of love and preservation for your future independence. You have so many beautiful miles left to walk, gardens to tend, and memories to make with the people who cherish you most. Listen closely to the whispers, give your body the gentle care and deep nourishment it deserves, and step forward into your tomorrow with complete confidence, strength, and peace of mind.